Well, hello, friends, and welcome to the $1 Million Message. This is National Sales Director Kristin Sharpe, and I'm here with my brand new personal team member, also Offspring First Line Sales Director, Michelle McKenzie. And many of you know her from the call because, well, she's done a couple $1 Million Messages with me. And it's so fun to have her come in now, not only as a sales director, but a thriving sales director. In fact, I got the most incredible text message a couple days ago from Mary Kay Corporate saying that Michelle is number 2 right now in the running for being top of her class. So she's number 2 currently. And of course, we're so excited for her and her team to be in that number 1 position. But she is thriving as a new sales director. Also, her and her team were recognized globally in Mary Kay for their red jackets and the number of Great Start qualifieds. So if you don't remember, Michelle is a Mary Kay Beauty consultant now coming in on her 2nd year. Last year at seminar, she came with 0 team members that were active. And this year, a year later, she came as a brand new sales director. So a lot has happened in this past year, and I could not be more proud of her. So I thought it would be kind of fun for her to share a little bit about why she believes she's having such success as a brand new sales director, but also some of the lessons that she has learned in this process. So Michelle, welcome back to the $1 Million Message. I want you to know I am so proud of you. You work this business with such integrity and in a way that Mary Kay Ash would be so proud. So I know this has been a learning curve now as a new sales director, and you've had some tough lessons. But what I think is so fun is that you're failing forward. You're doing this as a single mom with 2 little ones, and you're making it look graceful, but I know that there are days that are hard. And what I love is that your work ethic is incredible. So let's start off with your personal business, because I know this is an area that you have said, hey, I'm not letting up on this. I see the importance of even being a sales director, but having my personal business be my priority. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes, thank you so much, Kristin. So yeah, even as a director, we have to have that consultant hat on. And I just go back, and I know Kristin does a great job reminding me, when I did the Power Start, that was seeing my 30 faces in 30 days. That was the catalyst to push me into DIQ and beyond. So even as a sales director, I am learning how to balance my personal business, continuing to do my 30 faces in 30 days, to keep my personal business going, but also to help me teach all of the wonderful ladies on my team as they get into really going after their perfect start and their power start, and how to do that as well.
I love that, Michelle. I love that. So it is a balance, and there are times and weeks and months where sometimes we're swinging really hard to our personal business, and sometimes we're able to work through people. But, it's the saying, it's you, the new, and the few, right? You, the new, and the few. So you have mastered you, and you have really brought in new people so well, and really have deciphered between working with that top 20% in your unit. So I think one of the things that I've observed that you've done exceptionally well, and it's proven because you're one of the top people globally as a new director, is getting people off to a great start, and hence the Great Start program, and doing it quickly. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so I think it's important to remember, if we think back to when we first signed our agreement, there's all these emotions involved. There's excitement, there's hesitation, there's maybe a little anxiety and oh no, what did I just do? So I think it's important that we're helping our new team members manage all of these emotions by, one, letting them feel the support of our Mary Kay family, but also helping them get started quickly, of course, according to their pace, and letting them know that they're in charge of how fast and how much they want to do, but helping them walk through the steps quickly so that we are getting their launch party set up and getting them all of the incredible Great Start information very quickly, because a lot of the bonuses are very time sensitive. And so we're making sure that we are the information givers and they're the decision makers, but we're getting that information quickly, but helping them see success quickly and helping them plan their launch party, even if it's not perfect. It doesn't have to be on a weekend, and it doesn't have to be with 20 people. Even 1 to 2 people just in the first 2 weeks on a Tuesday night is better than waiting a month and a half to get started, because we want them to see that quick win and that support of their friends and family, as well as us as their Mary Kay family. So helping them find wins, and then help them find their next win. Is it scheduling their first one-on-one appointment? Is it their next free product bundle that they're getting with the Great Start program? And that's encouraging. It helps them see the vision and get excited about their Mary Kay business.
I love that. And you are so good at celebrating their wins. You know, whether it's they got their website set up, they held that first party, they did their first sharing appointment with follow-up with you. And it happens quickly, even if it's not perfect. I love that. The other thing that I think that you noticed is that, you know, sometimes people get off to that great start. They go through their friends and family members, their original network, and they get to this place where they need to get new leads. And sometimes that's scary for people, and they don't even know where to start. And so one thing I've seen you do well is start having those conversations about lead generating and having multiple ways to lead generate. And I think part of the reason you're so passionate about this is because I'll never forget when Michelle signed up, she's like, hey, just so you know, none of my friends and family members are really going to be supportive. Like, I really have got to find, people. And I, hear that a lot. And then people have a great party with friends and family. But Michelle was someone that really had to dig into C leads. And C leads are people that you have no relationship with, that you find through things like facial boxes or booths, different lead generators. And so, Michelle, because that was your situation, I feel like you're very strong. And also notice that when people need leads, you're anticipating that before they're completely out of their circle and talking about that early and giving them ideas. So tell us a little bit more about that and how you support your team members with lead generating.
Yeah. So, this is something that I had to master as a skill early on, is going outside of my network. And this is something I hear from people considering joining Mary Kay is almost a hesitation because they know that they don't have a big circle to work with. So I do let them know this is a part of their coaching and mentoring, is that we're going to teach them to do that. And so one thing I noticed pretty early on with new consultants is I would start to see a lag and they would start to drop off, and I would start to analyze why. And then I noticed that it was because they're continuing to reach out to their friends and family. Maybe they've facialed everyone, they've done the second appointments with everyone, and they've reached out to everyone to see who would hold a party. And now they're running out of that initial network. And so it's kind of going quiet and they are unsure of where to go. They're new consultants. They don't know what they don't know. And so I noticed that I started having more success keeping consultants going and keeping them excited when I started scheduling lead generating coaching calls with them before they run out of their network. Because again, we're kind of working with the emotional management cycle with these new consultants, and I wanted to reach them before they started getting discouraged and, oh no, I don't have any bookings. What do I do now? So I wanted to reach them while they were still in that excited phase. So I would schedule these lead generators, because we all know that with lead generators, there is a little bit of a lag time. So, like for example, if you wanted to put out a facial box at a nail salon, you need to make the box, you need to put it out. And then there's a little bit of a wait time where you wait maybe a week to go check the leads and things like that. So I wanted to make sure to get these lead generators out early. So on this lead generating coaching call, I'm finding out ways that they're comfortable lead generating. And I'm letting them know that it is important to have up to 5 and beyond ways of lead generating at one time. So, you're booking from your bookings. So you're scheduling the second appointments and you're getting referrals. Maybe it could be have, multiple facial boxes out. That's how I've built the majority of my business. I love the facial boxes. And, we do a lot of staff appreciation, things like that. So all of these different ideas, I'm kind of figuring out, she goes to the gym. So maybe she could put a facial box at a gym or schedule something after an exercise class where she's helping people clean their face really quickly with micellar water before they leave, something like that. Figuring out what they're already doing, what they're already plugged into, and helping them find ways of lead generating that would work for them and their schedule and their interests.
So good. And I think the reason you're able to do this with ease is because you're doing all these things personally, right? She's able to talk about lead generators at gyms because she's doing that. She's able to talk about facial boxes, you guys, because she's doing facial boxes. And this is where Mary Kay Ash always would say there's 3 ways to lead: by example, by example, by example. And there was many times that, Michelle would come to me and she's like, Kristin, it's just me. And I'm like, yeah, that feels like that a lot of times in our business. But when you keep leading by example and you keep doing it the Mary Kay way, where we book, we coach, we sell, we rebook, we team build, repeat, 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 you will eventually have people following you because this business works when you work it. So congratulations, Michelle. Thank you. I heard you say personal business. I heard you say getting people started quickly, helping them find their wins, recognizing those wins, and then continuing to support them in lead generating and having one-on-one conversations so they can see what type of lead generators fit into their life or what could fit into their life. So smart, so smart. Well, congratulations, and be on the lookout. We'll probably do another call as Michelle finishes up her car, the pink Cadillac, and beyond. So stay tuned. All right, this is National Sales Director Kristin Sharpe signing off with brand new Sales Director Michelle McKenzie. Make it a great day.